Hi guys, so today we're going to look at making our chunky vegetable soup. So for this you're going to need carrot, potatoes, onion, chopped tomatoes, tomato puree, a vegetable stock cube, peeler, sharp knife, saucepan. You're going to need to boil the kettle and then measure out 500 ml of boiling water. Okay, you need to make sure that you've washed your hands before you chop anything up. Make sure you've got all your ingredients, all of your equipment out before you do anything. Okay, so you need to, first step, boil the kettle, fill up your jug with your 500 ml of water, add your stock cube to that. Your stock cube is then going to dissolve. Okay, don't just leave it there. You'll need to stir it so that it dissolves all into that water. Okay, while that is happening, okay, you can then start peeling and chopping all of your vegetables. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna peel your potato. Okay, so using the peeler, bring your peeler towards you. It's gonna be the easiest thing. Make sure you get all of your skin off, okay, because you don't want any potato with your skin on. So take all that off. Pop all of the skin straight into the bin so you don't have any of that kind of laying around, filling up any of your workstation. Make sure you get all of that skin off. Be very careful with your peeler, okay? Remember, they are going to be sharp. So make sure that there is no skin left on there. Get rid of all of it. Once you've done that, okay, you're then going to do your carrot. Okay, so again, same thing, okay, just pull towards you, make sure you get all of that skin off. Don't worry about cutting the ends off just yet. If you've got a big carrot like I have, okay, you're going to do one end, flip it round, and do the other. Okay, nice long stroke, so you don't have loads and loads of little bits kind of just left everywhere. So get rid of all of that skin. And that is your vegetables then chopped. Okay, get rid of all of that. It's straight into the bin. You're then going to cut up your vegetables. Okay, so being really careful with your sharp knife, using our bridge hold. Okay, we're going to cut up our potato. So again, cut it in half. Remember, flat half onto the work surface. I'm going to cut it into chunks. Don't need to be too cute about it. Okay, so we want it quite chunky. So you can cut it in half, turn it round, and then cut it into similar sizes, okay, but chunks. Okay, do that with your potato. And again, with our carrot, we want chunks. Okay, so cut the ends off using my claw hold. Cut the ends off. Okay, I'm then going to just cut my carrot into sections all the way down. I don't want to put the carrot like this into my soup because that would just be too much. Okay, I'm then going to cut them into halves. Okay, when I get to the end, bridge hold, slice it through. Okay, I'm then just going to cut them into halves, so they're still fairly chunky, okay, but not too big. Okay, have a go at cutting those two vegetables. So our final vegetable that we're going to cut up is our onion. So remembering, when we cut up our onion, we're going to go cut root to root. Okay, so holding bridge hold, so cut root to root. Then we're going to cut off the root that sticks out. Get rid of that. I'm then going to peel the onion, okay, because I don't want to have any of this brown skin in the soup. That's not going to be very nice. That's definitely not going to add any flavour to it. It's just going to be like eating paper. So make sure you take that off. And then when we cut, remember it is chunky, so it doesn't matter too much how we cut it. Okay, but remember we cut about 90% of the way, all the way down. squeezing together using my bridge hold. This is also going to help you not cry, okay? If you squeeze it together, all those juices and onioniness is not going to come out and make you cry. So keep squeezing together. So I've cut this way. I'm then going to turn it, okay, using my claw hold, and then just going to cut it again the other way. Okay, and just get rid of all those bits because we want to pop that in. And then I have my nice chunky bits of onion. So do exactly the same with the other half, and then we'll go to our next step. Okay, so now that I've chopped up all my vegetables, I'm going to add those into my saucepan. Okay, so I'm just going to scoop all of those in. And then I'm going to get those onto the hob to fry off till they become slightly soft for about 5 minutes. Okay, make sure that you stir it all the time because we don't want those onions to stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay, so make sure you've got your wooden spoon. Pop it on the hob, okay, about half heat. Okay, keep stirring it because we don't want those onions to stick and burn. And then we'll move on to our final steps. So now that my potatoes, carrots and onions have been frying for about 5 minutes, they've started to soften, okay, and my onions have turned a kind of light colour, started to go a bit see-through. I'm then going to add my stock, okay, so my water, my stock cube, pour it in nice and carefully. Okay, so make sure once you've added that, you give it a stir. Make sure the heat is still on. Okay, so give that a stir. You're then going to add your chopped tomatoes and your tomato puree. Once you've added those, okay, you're going to let it boil for about 20 minutes. So when that happens, you should see bubbles happening in the saucepan. Okay, that tomato puree is also going to help it thicken. Okay, because you don't want it really, really watery. Okay, but we want it kind of a good thickness. Okay, once it's started to boil, you're then going to turn it down and leave it to simmer, so small bubbles, for a further sort of 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, have a go at that. Okay, so once it's finished simmering, take it off the heat, turn the heat off, and make sure you turn off your oven. Okay, pop it into a bowl, okay, in a nice serving bowl, and it should look a little something like this. Okay, so with some nice chunky bread, some croutons, add a bit of pepper to it, and that will be great. Send me a picture, let me know how you get on, and we look forward to seeing them.